Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars' offense will be first on the attack. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hacks to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Deafening in here, the paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
He's loose. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Caught over the middle. It's Sanford. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, I'm out of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Zings it complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, and That's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down. Want to be able to... thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets a block. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. There he goes! Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Broussard. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. To the air, it's Wegman. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the catch. It's Fitzpatrick. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Got a man. It's Fitzpatrick. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cowboys are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why...
Lots of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a... level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. The Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Houston going up tempo. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. It's a seam wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, if these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He'll do it himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. And when you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cowboys are on the move.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make the play on it.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Absolutely perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Using his legs to buy some time. Turning it on. Wide open spaces. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never can do that. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. That's caught, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier.
Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Cowboys backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And that one will give him the lead.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls it in. It's Broussard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Quickly complete. He's loose. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, out of space. Strong, firm tackle. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Still looking on the move. Running to Green. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got him. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they... Touchdown, Cowboys! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Wegman. Snagged in the middle, it's Broussard. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback moving, throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Johnson.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snags it over the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Fitzpatrick. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw 1 last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman.
They're up by 5 over Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. Downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now the toss. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the picks. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, and they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. On the move. Riding for the goal line, and the ball's out. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Third and goal, He'll take it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Houston! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Oh, they're